Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Thriving Adoptees podcast. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Roberto Marin. Looking forward to our conversation today, Roberto. Really looking forward to talking with you.
Absolutely. Hi, Simons, and thanks for letting me talk with you today.
Yeah. So, Roberto is an Italian adoptee, but you were never actually officially adopted, if I remember rightly,
It's
Roberto.
exactly. My mother is foster-in-law. She could not adopt me by law, Italian law, because my biological mother didn't really, by law, left me to be
Yeah.
adopted.
Okay. And but she, nonetheless, you say she's the only mother that you've ever known, right?
My biological mother or my
Yeah.
foster mother?
Your foster mother. She's the mother that you've known.
She's my mother of love. Yes, she's
She's
my she's my mom. Yeah.
mother of love. Yeah. Okay. And Roberto, as he's written, you've written an autobiography, and it's called "Despite It All, I Made It Through." So why that title, Roberto? What led you to that title?
First of all, if you let me tell you, it's not really, I don't present it like autobiography. I present it like a novel of real life because I did it like this. I didn't want to say a classic autobiography when you say just what's happened. I wanted that then people, when they would read it, they feel like I'm talking with you in front of you and you come inside my life. This was more important.
Yeah. Um, so what was it about the title? Why did you choose that title to engage with your readers?
I chose this title because in my life, with all what's happened, adopted, abandoned, violence, and many other emotion, I across. I across even with difficult, but I across every time in this life, and the I made it through. It's mean then finally, maybe I'm not thriving completely, but because I'm a crossing, I'm thriving every time I across. You know what I mean?
Can you tell me a little bit more, please?
I mean, I had a difficulty in my past. I had a difficulty in my childhood, in my teenager time, and was very hard. But instead of this, to let down everything and don't don't uh, don't across. Sorry about this word. I continue live. I continue believe in it, and now I'm here and with all of my history.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like driving somewhere, even if not completely, but part of this, yes.
Yes. Yeah. And so what it's a really big question, but what do you think that has helped you get through these difficulties?
What has helped me,
Yes.
but first of all, I think my foster mother helped me a lot. She really loved me, and she's still there, even if she's very old. And she, even if she live in USA and I live in France, she always had the fun for me. She always listened me, and this love of my mom, really helped me to across all of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of people say in adoption that love is not enough. They say that love is not enough. But when I hear that, I think maybe it's not, but it's a really good place to start. And
Absolutely.
why would we kind of put down? Why would we dismiss? Why would we say that love isn't important, isn't fundamental for us?
Love is fundamental. Without love, I don't know. In my heart, it's touched me than what you say because when I think of my mother, if my mother didn't love me, I could not continue. Really. So for me, it's the first step. Love after yes, there is other needs, of course, but without love, these needs became more difficult.
Yeah. So what would those other steps be for you?
Outside the love of my mom, for across all of my problem.
Yes.
Uh, Believe then, even if there is moment where you feel alone, even if there is moment you say, what's going on? Why me? Why? Just say then life can make surprise. And when you and in my even if I had a very hard time, I had a lot of people who at one moment or another was there for me and helped me to say, okay, Roberto, it was difficult. Okay, Roberto, you suffered this one, but you can go ahead. If you want, you can. I'm not psychologist, I'm a author,
Yes.
I cannot say something psychology, but I think then in life, even if when it's difficult, you can always find a way to continue and say, okay, today is not good. It's like that. Tomorrow it will be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So hope for the future.
Absolutely. Hope is more, it's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so in the description of the novel,
Hmm.
you say it's a story of survival, a story of resilience,
Yeah.
and a story of hope in the middle of loss. So that hope
Yes.
was big, a big enough theme within the novel for it to be mentioned in the blurb, right? In the description on
The,
Amazon.
the description of book are completely talk about what I wanted to say. Then, yes, across resilience, strongness, if we can say, but hope. All of my life, I have a hope to feel better because, unfortunately, I'm still sometime then feel I across again and again and again and start again. But this hope helped me to continue. And if you lost hope, no, you need to keep this hope because after all, this hope keep you in life and give you strongness. Not everything is easy, but we can do. And if I can say, sorry, Simon, I know I talk a lot. Right, my book helped me a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Um, there's no apologies for talking on on this podcast, right? That makes my job a lot easier. If you talking makes it a lot easier because I have to think of less sentences. I have to think of less questions to ask you, right? Yeah.
Okay,
So
thank you.
it's easier. You're making my job easy. We're doing this on a Monday morning, listeners, right? So I don't know if you can hear Roberto chuckling away, right? Which is great. Um, so, uh, is this hope of a better tomorrow?
Hmm.
What does hope mean? What does hope bring to you? How do you define hope?
Well, honestly, it's a good question, and maybe because how to answer this in English? Now you, maybe because I want to believe, then finally life will show me then all of this suffer, all of this pain, it was for something and not just to give me pain and suffer. I don't believe that life it's only pain and suffer. It's impossible. I mean, for what in this case? And I saw in my life some few moments when even if I had pain before, I had happiness. Just maybe if I can say, and maybe this is my error too, then when you have this happiness, you have to understand that you have and enjoy and don't think about other stuff. Just enjoy this moment because after, if you don't enjoy, you regret and you don't
Yeah,
enjoy. It's a balance, you know.
yeah, yeah. You also say it's a story of resilience. What does resilience mean to you, Roberto?
Resilience, you know my English, but resilience, it's continue. Even if time is hard, even if you cry, because I cried a lot, believe me. Even if you in your mind you say it's what next? I mean, it's enough. You're tired, and I know that people can be really tired by psychology, by don't believe anymore. I you have to do, because the day tomorrow, maybe it's not tomorrow, maybe it's 1 week after, maybe it's 1 year after. It's sometimes it's like that. But if you continue, if you go ahead, life give you, you need to work on it. Nothing
Yeah,
is easy. Nothing is easy. Yes, we started bad. I started bad. It's like that. We have the choice, or we have set, then we start bad, but we can make it better. So thriving, like you say, or we put the arms down and no, come on, let's go. Let's go. We need it. This is
yeah,
my message to people. This is my, yes, we suffer. Yes, we had to cross, but you can do it. And if you feel you cannot do it alone, there is a lot of people who are ready to help you.
yeah, yeah. So you said that that there was a meaning, there was a reason
Mhm.
for this suffering. What 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 do you think it is for you? What were the reasons? What were the reasons for your suffering?
What was the reason of my suffering in my
Yeah, you
life?
said it must be for something.
Yeah, but myself, I think my first suffer it was to be abandoned by my real mother. But with my book, what I discovered and make me more suffer is then it was it's complicated by law. My foster mother was obligated to give me my real mother every Sunday, and so it's mean that you have to imagine that every Sunday my foster mother, who for me was my mother, bring me to my biological mother just for the Sunday, and I was always scared that then she will left me. So I lived all of my childhood with this scare. And when I wrote my book and finally I discover part of this, and I say, now I understand why I react like this, why I'm always scared to be abandoned. And very important to understand. I don't know, again, I'm not a psychologist, but I think when you start to understand why you suffer, you can you can thrive, you can feel better because you know why. So if you know why, you can work on it. It's need time. Nothing is today or tomorrow, but can work on it and say, okay, this is my problem. I know why. So let's try to see how I can resolve this scare. And because not everybody will do the same, and no one did the same
Yeah.
finally.
So what else did writing that's a profound insight, right? That's a deep
Yeah,
insight for to understand why we do the things that we do, why we feel the way that we do sometimes. And clearly the book was instrumental. It was very important in giving you in prompting that insight within you in being in helping you helping you see your feelings and helping you understand your feelings.
yeah.
What else did writing the book help you see?
Uh, the book helped me. Well, first of all, it remind me some part of my life of my brain forgot, because when you start to write, you have some memory, and more you wrote, more my brain open his mind and open mind, and oh, but Roberto, you remind this moment, and oh yes, I remind. So it's helped me to open this part I closed, like trauma, because I had many trauma, and finally open, discover, wrote, read again, and say, "Oh, okay, it's like that. I had. What can I do now? It's the past. I cannot change." You see what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
help. It's help to recover. This is the word.
yeah, yeah.
Recover.
So I'm going to ask. I heard this quote by a psychologist
Mm-hmm.
called Jung, and it seems to be it seems to kind of sum up. In my opinion, it sums up what you're saying. So I'd like to repeat that that quote to you and just ask you if you think that that is if the quote is accurate. Right? So Jung said, until we make the the subconscious conscious, it will rule our lives, and
Um,
we will call it fate.
um,
Yeah. Until we
I
make the subconscious conscious, it will rule our lives, and we will call it fate. So,
I think I understand what you
yeah,
say. Subconscious, and when you are conscious, if you find that what you have in your subconscious and it's became conscious in this
yes,
case, you can, I don't know if afford it's the right word, but you can live it more better.
yes, yeah. So, because that's what came to me is that you weren't to because of
Hmm.
the trauma had closed your memory.
Yeah.
Writing your memory opened the doors. Sorry, writing the
Yes.
book opened the doors to your memory. You became aware of them. So, for example, you became aware of why you sometimes feel the way that you do and why you react the way that you do. And then once it's out into the open, once our memories are out into the open, we've got a better chance of a better future.
Yeah, I agree completely with you. It's for this that I told you before. Then wrote the book. It's part of thriving finally for me. It's given me chance to understand better my past, to accept better my past, and the fact to accept better my past, it's give me more chance for the future to don't do the always the same error
Yeah,
because it's subconscious and
yeah.
subconscious it's not
So
fate. It's
yeah, that stops it being fate.
mhm.
That stops it running our lives.
Yeah, not completely. I will not be honest if I say I completely
No,
recover, Simon. I will not
yeah,
be honest. I'm not completely recovered because many trauma, because many difficult time, because even now difficult. But okay, but it's help.
yeah,
What it's help? It can give you the strongness to made it through to across
yeah,
and made less error too. It's help.
yeah. So maybe instead of saying it stops you, it reduces the amount of time that we are living from our
Mm,
unconscious. Yeah. So somebody interviewed me yesterday, and I said, well, hopefully I'm less of a jerk as I learn more about myself. I'm less of
yeah,
a jerk, but that doesn't mean that doesn't stop me sometimes being a jerk, right? This is me. Yeah,
I think I understand.
yeah. So
I
I'm saying that this is our life's quest is to um, it is to learn to function better in the world.
yeah, I think so. We need to we all outside the fact that for me we always learn something
Yes.
every time. But if we learn how we work inside in the brain, uh, we can make our life more better. I don't say that life is always easy. It's impossible. But if we think other way, we live better.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So was that why you wrote the book?
for many stuff. First of all, it was long time ago. I wanted to write my book. To be honest, I just wasn't ready after all. And finally, my book is out because I was ready. And I was so much ready. Then when I finished the first one, I wanted to continue the second and even the third now, to be honest. Now for now, I make pause and we will see after. I wanted to make to wrote all of my life, and I'm doing, and for this I'm happy. After when I wrote the first, I read again and say, people, Roberto, you know that a lot of people suffer, maybe not exactly like you, different way, but they need help. Maybe your book will give them hope, you know, the hope that we talked before. This is why I say, okay, let's give my message to other people.
Yeah. And it's incredible, right? So, listeners, Roberto's written this. You wrote it, presumably, you wrote it in Italian first, but you've
No,
also translated it into English, and
no,
in,
I wrote. It's very funny because I wrote first in French.
you wrote it first in French. Okay, right.
Yeah, after in English, after in Spanish, and I don't know why. I had some little difficult to do it in Italian. Maybe because it touched me more, but finally in Italian too.
Right. This is an incredible effort, Roberto. Not everybody goes to this effort.
I don't know, Simon. I wanted. It was my dream. My mom always scared then I dream too much, because she want to protect me. This is wonderful. Even now she want to protect me. You can imagine. Uh, my life, if I don't dream, it's not life. I mean, I need a dream. I need to accomplishment, or at least one dream in my life. And this is my accomplishment. Uh, this is mine. When I say, okay, this I know then what I wrote, even if maybe not a lot of people will read. I don't know. I don't know. This is future, but they will be there. My children read my book. My children read my book. So my children know better my life now and know even maybe better why I did something wrong. It doesn't, I will never say, oh, my error is because of my past, because I'm adult and I need to, how do you say, assume? Um, I don't know this word. I will not block on it. Uh, my responsibility. It's my responsibility if I do some error. But in my book, what I wrote explain somewhere why I did it. I don't say, in any case, when I wrote, I don't make any pity. I didn't want pity. And I don't make any people bad or aggressive. I just wanted, if you want, I just wanted to explain what's happened and say to people, you see, this is my life. I'm telling to you my life like a novel. You hear me and you will have your point of view.
Yeah. So, are there any particular points that you changed? You know, this isn't a autobiography, it's a novel. So, were
Mhm.
there any particular points that you changed between the two?
Uh, for me, was important then when people will read, we don't feel then, for example, Roberto born in this town this year, Roberto was adopted in this year. No, I bring the the person who will read.
Yeah.
I bring down and say, okay, now you are in this town. I give you the description of the town. I give you the description of the hospital, sorry, hotel.
Yeah.
I give you the description of my little house when my foster mother take me. I give you the what we talk sometime for give more impression than you are living inside this life. Uh, this is a novel. Give some possible to the people who read to feel then they are not just read a date, a date, a date, a date. You see what I mean? They read a history. This is why I call novel by a real history. This is the big difference for me. And I have some. if I can say, some return for people who read, because
Yeah.
I have, thanks God, I have people who read my message and say, "Wow, we have the impression that you are talking in front of us, and your history are so emotional," and this touched me a lot because it's the truth. It's what I wanted.
Yeah. 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 What are the key messages that you want the audience to take from the book, the novel?
Then, despite it all, you will make thought. The title,
Yeah.
yes, I think there is nothing more. The
That's it. Yeah.
title,
Yeah.
I believe in it.
Yes. Yeah. Clearly. Yeah. And you
Mm.
put all this energy into
Oh
writing this
yeah,
book and translating it into
a lot of energy,
the
Simon.
language.
But I don't have a, even if I have to be honest, actually it's difficult, but I have no regret.
Is there anything else that you want to share, Roberto, that I've not asked you about?
Mm. Honestly, I think we talk about everything in large, of course. Just wanted to pass, if people listen us, to pass them a message. Don't believe in hope, believe in love, believe that your life, even if it's actually difficult, and then I understand you a lot, believe then something will change, because it will change, it will do, even if you need to wait maybe more time than you need, than you think you need, but something will change, and you will see, you will be happy.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Right.
Of
Of
course, I hope
course.
for all people.
Thank you, Roberto. Thank you, listeners. And we'll speak to you again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.